IAVA, the Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America, is the country's first and largest Iraq and Afghanistan veterans group. We're an advocacy group headquartered in New York with veterans in all 50 states, and we advocate on issues ranging from the plight of the wounded to VA funding to body armor for our troops. And we're online at iava.org, and we've got a community of just over 65,000 folks who are interested in really supporting veterans and the troops. When we first came home and started our group in 2004, body armor was really off the national radar. People didn't understand the urgency. We worked very hard in the media to make it a top-tier issue, to make Americans aware of it, and also to help them get involved legislatively. One of the things we were able to do is work with senators who were pushing for increased and expanded body armor, and also with Senator Chris Dodd, who actually supported a piece of legislation called the Equipment Reimbursement Act that would provide up to $1,500 reimbursement for any troop that had paid out of pocket. So we were actually helping work to put money back in people's pocket for where the government and Department of Defense had screwed up. 1 in 4, roughly, troops coming home are going to have post-traumatic stress disorder, comparable mental health issues, and over 1 million have been through theater now. So that's a huge wave of people who are going to come home with mental health issues. We've been advocating for increased funding to the VA, expansion of transitional programs, especially transitional housing, job placement, and mental health issues. Right now, less than 50% of the VAs in our country have what are called vet centers, PTSD counseling sessions, where I can go in and talk to a Vietnam vet, and he can help shepherd me through the process and work through my issues. The bottom line is we're not doing enough. And our group has been banging away in the media, banging away on the Hill and online, on the web, to help people understand this is a huge issue, not only for our veterans, but for our national defense. Many people are going back to Iraq for a second, even third time, and they're going back with issues. And if they don't get proper treatment, we're going to have a weaker force, and it's going to make all Americans more vulnerable. So it's a key issue, it's a huge issue, and it's something that we're going to work hard to continue to inform the American people about. We are a nonpartisan group. Our membership is split pretty evenly, Republicans, Democrats, and independents. We've worked with Senator Kerry, we've worked with Senator McCain. If legislation makes sense, we're going to stand behind that person, whoever that leader is. We've worked a lot with the VA subcommittee, we work with the Armed Services Committee, and that's where we're really trying to move the ball forward and be able to provide veterans who can speak from an area of credibility. So we've got people who've been on the ground, who can put a face on these issues and help people understand why it's important, how it affects their local communities. That's a huge issue for us. Going forward, we really want a better dialogue on Iraq. We don't take a formal position for or against the war. We focus on advocating on behalf of veterans and troops. But what we generally agree is that there's a very narrow dialogue in this country. People assume you have to either be with George Bush and stay the course, or be with Cindy Sheehan and bring them home now. And we believe that in a country of 300 million people, we can come up with a few more options. So I think it's about time that we put aside our partisan rhetoric, understood how bad things are in Iraq, how much we need a change of course, but at the same time we need to create alliances so we can get stuff done that's realistic and at the same time honors our commitment to the Iraqi people so we don't leave them high and dry to get slaughtered. It's a very moderate position, but it's where the veterans coming home are. And we're looking for a political party that can help understand our voice. The Republicans have gotten us into this mess, and the Democrats don't have a plan to get us out. So we're looking for leadership. We're looking for people who understand the complexity of the situation and are trying to move the ball forward. If you look at the Iraq veterans running for office right now, there are 6 of them who either served in Iraq or Afghanistan or running for the House this fall. 5 of them are Democrats. I don't think that's so much a testament to the fact that the Democrats have been good at recruiting them, but I think it's a pendulum effect, and people are swinging against the Bush administration. So I think it's a sign that people within the military are fed up with the Bush administration. They're concerned about the way veterans have been treated. They're concerned about the way this war has been conducted, and they're also concerned about the way the Bush administration has driven the military into the ground. We're worried about recruiting numbers. We're worried about retention numbers. We're worried about the repeated tours, and we know in the military that this pace is not sustainable. And that's really where President Bush has lost a lot of credibility and lost a lot of support through all elements of the military. IAVA is online at iava.org. We've got a national college tour. We're out in the media, and we're organizing locally in all 50 states. So we encourage people to go online. If you really want to support the troops, listen to what they have to say. And we can show you how to get involved and really tangibly support the troops at iava.org.